Well, good morning, my dear students. So, last day I have completed first part of the parallelogram, and that day I have explained what is parallelogram, different properties of parallelogram. You have come to know that there are total 4 properties of parallelograms. One is opposite sides parallel, opposite sides equal, opposite angles equal, and diagonal bisect each other. Now, before going to start the next part of it, one more figures I am going to add with it. That one is a rectangle. Rectangle or square, whatever it is, these are nothing but a branch of parallelogram. Parallelogram is the head of this family. And under this parallelogram, you can say rectangle is coming, you can say the square is coming, you can say rhombus is coming, etc. So now about the rectangle. What is rectangle? What is rectangle? Means it is a type of parallelogram having each angle is equal to. So in rectangles, we are finding that it is a type of parallelogram. Means all the 4 properties of parallelograms, what I have told you just now, we are going to insert into the rectangle. Plus, if one angle is 90 degrees, then it will be a rectangle. So suppose if here is a rectangle. Why it is a rectangle? Because 2 things are there. One is a parallelogram, means all the 4 properties are there, and each angle is 90 degrees. A, B, C, D, E equal to 90 degrees. So therefore it is a rectangle. Now in a rectangle, you can say one property is there. Property number 1. It is only one property is there, so 1 or 2 is not equal to, right? In a rectangle, diagonals always are equal. That is, you can say that AC is equal to AC and BD always are equal. So now you can say that in a rectangle, total 6 properties are there here. 4 properties is coming from parallelogram, 1 is 90 degree, and 6th one is the diagonals are equal. So in a rectangle, total 6 properties are there. 1 is opposite sides parallel, number 2 is opposite sides equal, number 3 is opposite angles equal, number 4 is diagonal bisect each other, number 5 each angle is 90 degree, and number 6 diagonals are equal. Okay, so this is about rectangle. Now before going to start, in a hurry I am going to do the thing. Before going to start, last day I have told you that suppose if we want to prove that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram or not. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram or not. For that, what I have told that try to prove opposite sides parallel from the given data of the question. Suppose if it is not possible, then try to prove opposite sides are equal from the given data. Suppose that data is not available, then try to prove opposite angles are equal. If it is not available, go for diagonal bisect each other or not. If suppose these 4 properties are failing, then don't lose your heart. One more property is there. What is that property? Just keep it in mind. That for proving 4 properties, one of the 4 properties, try to prove that it is a parallelogram. For proving a parallelogram. What are that 4 properties? Opposite sides parallel, or opposite sides equal, or diagonals opposite diagonal bisect each other, or opposite angles are equal. One of the 4 properties, suppose you are able to prove, then you can say that it is a parallelogram. Or suppose, in worst case, if it is not coming, then try to prove, in worst case, this is the last weapon for proving a parallelogram. That one is that if, a very important note I am writing down, if one pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral are equal and parallel, then it is a parallel. Okay, then it is a parallel. That is, you can say that suppose here is a line. Or you will say now I am going to consider this is a point. That is in the quadrilateral ABCD. In the quadrilateral ABCD, if suppose you have proved these things that AB is parallel CD as well as AB is equal to CD. Only one pair. This is one pair. This pair is either is parallel as well as equal. Is parallel as well as equal. Then this will be a parallelogram. No need to prove the other part of the things. This is a parallelogram. Keep it in mind. Now let us proceed to solve the question. The question is, if two sides of a parallelogram, question number 6, I am talking of size 16a. 16a. Exercise 16a. Exercise 16a, questions number 6. Question number 6. If two sides of a parallelogram are in the ratio of 5:3. Suppose ABCD is a parallel, it is given. ABCD is a parallel. A, B, C, D is a parallel. It is given the two sides are in the ratio of 5:3. Since A, B, C, D is a parallel. If it is a parallelogram, then definitely AB will be equal to CD. And this is, say, suppose it is 5, say. Why 5? Because it is in the ratio of 5:3. Right? And BC is equal to 80. It is 3 years. 5:3, that's fine. Say, use as in. Now it is given that the perimeter of this parallelogram, it is given as 64. Since perimeter of a parallelogram is sum of the four sides. Perimeter means the length of the boundary. Since AB plus BC plus CD plus A is equal to 60. It is given, perimeter is given. So therefore AB and CD are equal in this sides. Plus BC and AD are equal, which is equal to 3x. Plus CD is 5x. And AD is equal to 3x, which is equal to 64. Therefore, 16x after adding, which is equal to 64. Therefore, x is equal to 64 by 60 is equal to 4. If it is 4, then AB will be equal to CD, will be equal to AB, will be equal to CD, will be equal to 5x. So 5 into 4, which is equal to 20 centimeters. And BC equal AD. BC also you have to find. BC and AD also you have to find, and both of them are equal, which is equal to 3 into 4 is 12, which is equal to 12 centimeters. And that will be your. You can verify that if it is correct or not. Take 20 plus 20, 40 and 24. It is coming, sum is coming 64, and these are in the ratio of 5:3. So therefore our answer is correct. Now let us go for the next one. That one is question number 8. Question number 8. Question number 8 says, that in the adjoining figure ABCD is a rectangle. Okay, ABCD is a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle. What is a rectangle? That has been explained already. So I am not going to repeat all of this once again. A, B, C, D is a rectangle. And then it is required to draw in the adjoining figure BM and DN are perpendiculars from B and D on AC. AC is a diagonal. Then BM and DN, two perpendiculars, it is required to draw. It is required to draw. We have to prove two things here. One is triangle BNC and triangle BNA are congruent. And number two, BM equal to DN. Yes, obviously, if the triangles are congruent by CPCT, you can say BM equal to DN. That is not a problem. Problem it is on congruency. Yes, in congruency, something we have done in standard 7. For congruency, this particular 5 postulates will be required. Number one, two triangles are said to be congruent. If suppose this thing is happening, angle side angle, one of the things, 5 times. Angle side angle. Number 2, angle side. Number 3, side. Okay. Number angle side. Then number 5, number 4 as we can say, SAS. And number 5, RHS. This particular one of the 5 postulates, if it is true, then you can say the triangles are congruent. Should not ask us, just explain. That is another chapter. So this is not possible to explain. This already we have done science 7. Now based on this I am going to concentrate. So first of all, let us write the given condition and all. Given A, B, C, D is a rectangle. BM and DN are perpendiculars on AC. Refer to prove BN equal, refer to prove two things. Number one, this is the second part. Number one, triangle BNC is congruent to triangle DNA. And number 2, BN is equal to A. Okay. Now the proof. Before starting the proof, first of all you need to make a strategy. That how you are going to prove that these two triangles are congruent. One thing I am finding here that rectangle means or parallelogram means BC is equal to AD. Right, number 1. Number 2, I am finding directly that these two angles also are equal because it is given they are 90 degrees. And it is a parallelogram, means these two lines are parallel, means these two angles, angle BCM, this angle, as well as angle DAN are equal, alternate angles. So by angle size, the triangles are congruent. So before going to start the congruency or something like this type of things, you have to make a strategy that this way you will have to proceed. So these two triangles will be congruent by AAS. So whatever strategy why it is required, because it is by AAS. So first of all you have to write the data angle, then side. So now prove in triangle BMC and triangle DN. In these two triangles, yes, obviously BMC is the first left-hand side. So in the left-hand side, you have to write the data of BMC and then the right-hand side DN. Anyway, let us start. First of all, angle side, no? So angle A is equal to angle N. Angle N is equal to angle N because C is equal to 90 degrees. This is A. Angle sides A. And these two angles are equal. Angle C and angle A are equal. C means angle BCM, full rectangle. BCM is equal to angle DAN. Right hand alternate angle A. And then BC is equal to A. BC equal A. Opposite sides of parallelogram. opposite sides of parallelogram. Write here S. Therefore, I am writing down. Therefore, triangle BMC is congruent to triangle DN by AAS. Hence, this is number one. Number two, since triangle BMC is congruent to triangle DN, therefore you can say that BN is equal to DN by CECE. I think it is clear. Next is question number 9, and that will be the last questions. Question number 9. Question number 9. The question says, previous one was question number 8, now it is 9. In the adjacent figure, ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, ABCD is a, this is question number 9. ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. Should draw a diagram which looks wise, looks parallel. That is, looks wise it should be opposite sides parallel, etc. etc. Now, it is required to draw two line segments AE and CF. It is given which are the bisectors of angle A and angle C. Angle A and angle C. These are the bisectors of angle A and angle C. These two angles are equal as well as these two angles are intersecting on this particular line. Now we will have to show things here that AE is parallel to CF. Okay, see, very nice question. Proof. First of all, given A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. AE and CF are the angle bisector of angle A and angle C. Recur to prove AE is parallel C. AE is parallel C. What way I am going to prove? These two lines are parallel. Because you know very well that ABCD is a parallelogram, means these full lines are parallel to this line, means AF is parallel to C. Now, suppose if you want to prove that this is also parallel, means you have to show it is a parallelogram. AECF is a parallelogram. So, try to prove that AECF is a parallelogram. The question is, how? For that purpose, I am going to show that these two triangles first of all are congruent. How? Close. So, in triangle BFC, and this triangle first of all I consider, and triangle DEA, triangle DEA. What will happen in these particular two triangles? In these two triangles, I am finding that these two angles are equal, no opposite angles of a parallelogram. Angle B equal angle B. Opposite angles of triangle A. And obviously, if it is a parallelogram, ABCD is a parallelogram since ABCD, this is equation number 1. Since ABCD is a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. This angle A and this C are equal. This implies angle A by 2 is equal to angle C by 2. And what is angle A by 2? Angle BAE. Angle BAE is equal to C by 2. What is C by 2? C by 2 means angle BCF. Angle BCF. You have to write the reason now since AE and CF are the angle measurements. Okay. And then afterwards, these two sides also are equal because opposite sides of the parallelogram. And BC is equal to A. BC is equal to A. Opposite sides of parallelogram. Therefore, I am writing here, therefore, triangle BCF is congruent to triangle BCF is congruent to triangle BAE. Triangle BAE by AAS. If the triangles are congruent, then what will happen? Then you can say that BF will be equal to DE. Therefore, BF is equal to DE. Why? By these two sides are equal. Now BF. BF you can write as AB minus AF. And you can write here BF. BF. Just go through the diagram. BF is equal to AB minus AF. Write here AB minus AF. Which is equal. D, this one, you can write as CD minus C. CD minus C. Since AB and CD are equal, since AB and CD are equal, why? Because opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal. So naturally these things will be cancelled. So therefore, minus AF will be equal to minus CD. Only this much is there, minus cancel. So AF is equal to CD. So I have proved here AF and CD are equal. As well as it has been given that the both of these two lines are parallel. And AF is parallel to C. So therefore, just now I have explained, therefore one pair of the opposite sides, these two are saying that one pair of the opposite sides of this quadrilateral are equal and parallel. So therefore, A, E, C, F is 90. It is 90. Plus angle AO is equal to 180. Right here from 1. Therefore, angle AO is equal to 180 minus 90 is equal to 90. Therefore, angle AOB is equal to 90 degree, hence it is true. So, this is a very important question. So, I am going to conclude now this particular class.